Beatrice and Eugenie have both quietly left the UK amid Prince Andrew and Sarah Ferguson drama. Welcome to Crown Chronicles, your inside look at royal affairs. Don't forget to subscribe to stay updated on the latest royal revelations and untold stories from behind palace doors. They say timing is everything in the royal world, and the York sisters have just demonstrated this principle perfectly. While Prince Andrew faces mounting scrutiny and Sarah Ferguson navigates serious health challenges, Princess Beatrice and Princess Eugenie have quietly slipped away from the United Kingdom. The question on everyone's mind, is this simply unfortunate timing, or a calculated move to distance themselves from an increasingly complicated family situation? The disappearing act. In recent weeks, both York princesses have left British soil with minimal fanfare. Princess Beatrice, 36, has been spotted in Abu Dhabi, where her husband Eduardo Mappili Mozzi maintains business interests. Meanwhile, Princess Eugenie, 34, has retreated to Portugal, where she and husband Jack Brooksbank have established a second residence. On the surface, these moves appear perfectly innocent: family commitments, work obligations, the mundane logistics of modern life. But for anyone following the ongoing saga of the York family, the timing feels remarkably strategic. The storm they left behind. To understand the significance of this departure, we need to examine what's unfolding back home. Prince Andrew continues to be one of the most controversial figures in the royal family following the Jeffrey Epstein scandal. Despite stepping back from official royal duties, he remains a lightning rod for criticism. Every appearance, every leaked detail about his life at Royal Lodge, every connection to his past becomes instant headline news. Compounding this pressure is Sarah Ferguson's recent health crisis. The Duchess of York has been refreshingly candid about her battles with both breast cancer and skin cancer, earning public sympathy in ways her ex-husband never could. Yet this vulnerability creates its own weight, on Ferguson herself, on her daughters, and on the family's already strained public image. For Beatrice and Eugenie, caught in the middle, the situation presents an impossible challenge. The daughters' impossible position. These aren't naive young girls anymore, they're accomplished women in their 30s with children, careers, and independent lives. Beatrice holds a senior position in the technology sector and is known for her work in artificial intelligence. Eugenie has built a respected career in the art world, currently working as a director at a prestigious London gallery. Throughout their adult lives, they've walked an extraordinarily difficult tightrope. They're princesses by birth but deliberately chose not to become working royals. They've sought normalcy, privacy, and the ability to forge their own paths. Yet they remain forever tethered to their father's reputation and their family's scandals. Every unflattering story about Prince Andrew inevitably mentions his daughters. Every photo opportunity becomes a test of loyalty. Every public comment, or lack thereof, gets analyzed for hidden meaning. It's an exhausting existence that would challenge anyone's mental and emotional resources. Distance is strategy. So what does leaving the UK accomplish? In a word, everything. Geographic distance creates psychological distance. When you're in another country, it's harder for tabloid photographers to capture those candid moments that fuel speculation. It's easier to decline comment when you're physically removed from the epicenter of the drama. Most importantly, it allows them to focus on their own young families without being constantly dragged into the latest chapter of their father's ongoing controversies. This departure shouldn't be read as abandonment or betrayal. Rather, it's an act of self-preservation from two women who have spent their entire lives managing the complicated legacy of their surname. They're not cutting ties, they're establishing healthy boundaries between their own identities and their father's troubles. A modern royal solution. What Beatrice and Eugenie's quiet exit really illustrates is the evolving nature of modern monarchy. The old playbook, present a united front, stay geographically close, weather every storm together as a family, no longer applies in an age of 24/7 media coverage and social media scrutiny. The younger generation of royals understands something their predecessors perhaps didn't. You can love your family deeply while still choosing to protect yourself and your own children from the fallout of their decisions. You can maintain relationships while refusing to let someone else's choices define your entire existence. Both sisters have young children to consider. Beatrice has her daughter Sienna, while Eugenie is raising two sons, August and Ernest. As mothers, their priority shifts from managing their father's public image to protecting their own children's futures. What comes next? Whether this departure is temporary or represents a more permanent shift remains to be seen. Portugal and Abu Dhabi may simply be refuge points until the current wave of controversy subsides, or they may become the new normal for the York sisters. What's clear is that Beatrice and Eugenie are no longer willing to let their father's drama dictate the terms of their own lives. They're writing their own stories now, in their own ways, on their own terms. For two women who have spent their entire lives under scrutiny they never asked for, this quiet exit might be the bravest thing they've ever done. What are your thoughts? Are Beatrice and Eugenie making the right choice by creating distance from the family drama, or should they remain in the UK to support their parents? Share your perspective in the comments below, and don't forget to subscribe to Crown Chronicles for more royal insights that go beyond the surface.